Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna take Miss Cools down to Berkeley today, and we're gonna go pick up some new fenders for this bike. A lot of you have been asking about the brakes, why we switched around from the mini motos to these cantilever brakes. So I think today's video will help explain that. And we're just gonna take you along and just do a little fun vlog. So hope you join along, and if not, have a great day. Okay, you ready, Coles?
Ready.
Action. Okay, pretend like we're just drinking coffee here.
Okay.
What a nice day it is today, Miss Coles.
Yes, nice day.
How's your coffee?
It's delicious.
Delicious.
And so is the cookie.
Yeah, these are great cookies here at Timeless Cafe in Berkeley, California, right on University Avenue. Very little traffic today, everyone, as you can tell. Most people are at work right now. This is Wednesday morning. And we're down here to get a set of fenders. Are you ready for your fenders, Miss Coles?
I'm gonna get them just in time for this to start being sunny.
What? Oh, okay. Cool. So yeah. So we just passed Jitensha Studios back there, which we're gonna stop on our way back. We'll go straight here. Going through Berkeley, California today. Our bicycles. Turn, folks. Look at this lovely separated bike path right here.
I think they added these first.
This is all new. Was this here when you lived here?
I think they added the curbs. Yeah, I don't remember these curbs being here. Pretty sure those are new.
Nothing but pure health food here.
We have, yeah. What do we have here?
This is high carb, low fat. The zero fat on these French fries.
Oh my god, look at this.
Pretty good.
Oh my god, look at this.
Look at that.
Yeah, we have the fluted version, and then, yeah, in the narrower one.
Probably just more of them.
Okay. Oh, might have to clearance out a little.
Okay.
So what'd you get, Miss Coles?
Some aluminum fenders.
Nice. You scored. You got the fluted ones. Found someone. Okay, well, that was a fun little
That was a fun
shop
trip.
tour. Although we didn't get a tour, but We got to walk around in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of nice stuff.
They said they've been there for 40 years.
40 years.
The famous Jitensha Studios.
Yeah.
I think some people will know that name, I think.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. We're late to the party, so we hate to say it, but we're very late to the party. But anyway, there's a double bike path here, bike lane now. I don't think this has been here for 40 years. Look at this. Okay, do you need help carrying this?
They're pretty heavy, but I think I got it.
I can carry.
That's all right. I got it. Whoa.
Don't crash. I don't quite understand. Does this go through the school now or something?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know if I just recorded that last thing, so well, so while we're here in Berkeley, I was thinking we could go for like a quick ride to like old times. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
A nostalgic ride through Berkeley?
Yep, we've still got a lot of nostalgia to do while
Left
we're
in
out
us.
here.
Maybe this is it.
Hurry, we're late for class.
Taking our physics courses here. So we're here at UC Berkeley to do a course on bicycle physics. We're going to learn about the supple transition theorem. It's a new theory that has been talked about only in the really small circles in the academic world. But today we're going in. I just told everyone about the bicycle physics course we're taking here at UC Berkeley,
Oh, yeah.
where they're teaching about this new theorem called the supple transition theorem.
Wow.
It's revolutionary in the physics world, and they just won a huge grant, $10 million research grant to study vibration losses of supple transition theorem tires. So we're here to check it out. We're going to meet the professor who's behind the project. He specifically wanted to meet us. I have no idea why. The class will be here at the Melvin Calvin Lab. So let's go in and get this course going. Miss Coles, are you ready? You got your notebook?
Bring your bear spray.
One right there. Shh. Be very quiet. There's one right there. And we just made it up to the top of Grizzly Peak here in Berkeley, California. There's San Francisco. And we are going short sleeve jerseys. Short sleeve jerseys and shorts. It isn't like hot or anything, but it's definitely not cold. Pretty awesome here in the Bay Area today. January 18th. Short sleeve jerseys.
Changes.
Well, it's a really nice day today. We're going short sleeve jerseys here. And wow. You can see the whole bay. So starting over here to the right, you have Mount Tamalpais. Then you have Marin Headlands, the Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco, the Bay Bridge, Treasure Island, Alcatraz, Treasure Island. Then you have the Oakland Port down over here. And downtown Berkeley, downtown Oakland, everything. Before I go, I just want to quickly show you the fenders that Miss Cools purchased and talk a little bit about these really quickly. So basically, these are a 58 millimeter wide fluted fender. They're made by Hanjo, and I'm going to be setting these up on this bike. Now, I did do a video quite a while ago where I showed how to set up these Hanjo fenders. If any of you are interested, if you're doing a project like this yourself and you want just something to get you thinking about it, in that video, the way I set these up, I used a little bit different hardware. I used angle brackets, and Hanjo makes a whole bunch of different variety of ways that you can attach these fenders. And so I want to show you one of the alternative ways of setting up your fenders. Now, Miss Cool's bike is custom, and John Fitzgerald, who built this, has underneath this fork crown right here, he has a braze-on that's threaded for a fender attachment to go underneath and up into the fork crown. So that's really nice. Now, not all the bikes have those. So Hanjo makes what's called a Daruma, I believe is how it's pronounced. And this, if you can kind of see it, I'll step out of the way here. Maybe you can see this, maybe you can't. But basically, this has a hole in the center of it, and this would go up inside your fork crown, and it would go through the brake bolt through the center of the fork crown if you have center mounted brakes, or it can go through the rack mount if you have a front rack that goes through the fork crown. And this will allow you to hide or conceal the mount, and it will prevent you from having to use the L bracket, which goes behind the fork crown, which you can see in the video that I'm going to put a link to either here or at the end somewhere, or in the description down below, on how I installed those fenders, and just a lot more detail that I'm not going to go into today. But anyway, just thought I would mention that because I know I didn't talk about it. So anyhow, we are going to be setting up these fenders for Miss Cools, and that is why we switched to these cantilever brakes. And one last thing I'll say, Miss Cools has been riding these now for several weeks. We filmed this video back on the 18th when we went down there, but she's been riding these brakes now for probably a good month or so, and I think she's really liking them. And I don't think I was fair when I said that these brakes are not as powerful as the Mini Motos, and I think I'm going to change my opinion on that a little bit. These pads have finally bedded in or broken in, whatever you call it, for rim brakes. And now these brakes are so good, I can literally go over the handlebars if I pull the levers too hard. So I can't think of a set of brakes that would be better than that. I mean, going over the handlebars is more braking than you can actually use. So they're working great. They're very powerful, and they don't squeal. They squealed a little when we first set them up, but then they settled in, and they're not making any noise now. And she really likes them, and they have a very nice brake lever feel. They have a nice linear feel. The one thing that I noticed about the Pauls was that it was more of a non-linear feel, where it was like you get some feedback, and then you pull a little bit harder, and you get some more feedback, and then you pull a little bit harder, and then suddenly you get a lot more feedback. And so it just kind of gives you this sort of non-linear spike in the braking, and I never really liked that. But with these brakes, they don't do that, and yeah, we're really good. It could be that a lot of what I paid very close attention to setting up the cables and the housings, and this brake cable hanger is very, very stiff. This is a very thick piece of aluminum, and it's really a built-up section, so it's very stiff. It doesn't give a lot. We dropped that cable yoke down really low to the tire, and I used compressionless housing, and I've got these really high leverage Shimano brake levers, and so yeah, they're fantastic. So anyhow, I'm talking again too much. Hope you're all having a great evening, and see you soon.